I guess all the that's against me, they the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Lions had 7 and 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Give it 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Randolph. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Off play action. Walton. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession here. Opening drive turnover. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they could win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. We're going back essentially to the 4th century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week.
He's got daylight.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
To throw on second down. Walton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up. and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Walton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That was a nicer run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Randolph down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can put...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Walton. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 31 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Juwan Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On first down, it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the
under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop it well short of the marker.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Play action. It's Fields.
He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and now the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second down, Randolph. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On second down now, Randolph. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been cooked.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hutchinson getting him once again, his 3rd sack. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off the game. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Randolph. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Randolph.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cody Joseph.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
They certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now
and they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And they take a knee. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get it once, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother.
We the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.